guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to an exciting announcement. Okay, so for the first time on this channel, and I think for the first time on Z and Lauren's channel as well, we're all going to be hosting a series read-along for the Belgariad by David and Lee, even though her name's not on here, but it is by David and Lee Eddings, and honestly, we're so excited about this. So let me hold up this one because it's the relevant one. I'll give you guys all of the series information, and I will link Lauren and Z's channels down below. You can check out their announcements as well. I've read the Belgariad before, or at least pieces of it in back when I was in middle school, and I really loved it. I think that Lauren had the same experience as well, and because she heard both of us talk about it, Z went and picked them up, and we decided that if she was going to read it, why not join her? Hence the reason why we decided to do the Belgariad-along. It's a simple title, we didn't try and get fancy with it, honestly. That was the only thing that sounded good. So we'll be hosting the Belgariad-along from March until July, and it'll be one book a month because there are 5 books total in the Belgariad series? Cycle? I think it's just the Belgariad. We'll be reading the first book throughout the entire month of March, and we're planning on hosting a live show where we talk about the first book, I believe the very first weekend in April. So it's the 2nd or the 3rd. We don't quite have the details ironed out just yet, but the live show will be hosted on my channel. It will be the weekend of the 2nd or the 3rd. I don't think we've picked specifically a date yet. We'll have more information on that to come, and it will be taking place at 11 a.m. Eastern. We'll have the other times mentioned as well because Z is in Central Time Zone in the United States and Lauren is in the UK, so it'll be a multinational event, of course. If you haven't heard of what the Belgariad is, it is a cycle. I believe it came out in the 70s, honestly, and it is pretty classic fantasy. I know that there are probably a lot of critics that talk about it today that don't quite love it. Obviously, it doesn't hold up to the standards of the Lord of the Rings and whatnot, but I do kind of consider it to be classic fantasy. If you are a fantasy fan, there's a very good chance that you've heard of this or heard of something about it before. If not, that's totally okay, and you can tune into our live show anyway. It's probably going to be spoilery. We're just going to be talking about our thoughts. We're going to be talking about all of the things that happen in the book and how we felt about all of it. But yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this. I'm excited to host my first series read-along on this channel, and it will be my first live show that I've ever done. So I hope you guys can join us, and I hope that you want to do the read-along with us because we're really excited to talk about it with people that are reading it with us. Obviously, I am not holding just the first actual book. I have the bind up. So this is books 1, 2, and 3. But for the month of March, we will be reading Pawn of Prophecy. They are fairly short if you are interested in joining us. I think that they're somewhere in the realm of 300 pages. They're not super long. But yeah, I'm just really excited to do this because these books have always held a really special place in my heart. Polgara the Sorceress in particular was one of my favorite books growing up. I read that book cover to cover probably 500 times. So I'm actually not as familiar with the Belgariad, which is the main series, the first series that David and Lee Eddings wrote. Polgara the Sorceress is a prequel that came out much later, and that is the one that is beloved to me because I don't know, that's the one I got my hands on first as a kid, and so I just constantly read it over and over and over again. But now I would like to see what the rest of the series is about. I would love to know if it's still going to hold up as an adult. I would love to know if Z ends up liking it because Lauren and I, like I said, have read it before, but Z has not. So, yeah, we're just going to keep this video short and sweet. It's a little read-along announcement. I hope you guys can join us, and that's it for this one. So, don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. Down in the description box, you're going to see my rep codes for both Hello Lovely Box and Unplugged Book Box, and underneath that, you're going to see links to my Goodreads, my Twitter, and my Instagram in case you wanted to follow me on any of those. But that's it for me today, guys, so I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!